Hello everyone and welcome back to Sketch by Sketch. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to add colored pencils. I'm going to be using these Prismacolors to your digital drawings. I did one like this a few days ago right here and I put it on the community post and I think it turned out so cute. So if you're still a little bit confused on how we're going to do all this, then let's just keep watching and I'm going to explain the whole thing and how to do it. Alright, so what you want to do is create your drawing on Procreate. Go ahead and add the line art and just keep it really simple here, nothing crazy. And then we're going to add a little bit of flat color like you're seeing here. Flat color is just a base color and no shading yet. And then you can go ahead and add your background. I used a brush to kind of add color to some of the line art and then I added very minimal shading. Alright, now I've printed this out on a piece of cardstock. It's a little bit thicker but really smooth. It works great for the colored pencils. And what I'm going to do now is, because this drawing doesn't have as much shading as I usually like to use, I'm going to go in with the colors. This isn't really a tutorial on where to add shading or what colors to pick for things, but I'm going to go ahead and add that where it needs shadow and build it up. You're going to want to do this in kind of a circular motion. And don't do anything too harsh with the pencils because you're going to be able to see the lines, and kind of once you do that you can't go back, you can't really erase it. So just be really careful and go light with your colored pencils and you can build it up, and at the end you can go a little bit darker with your colors. Places that you could add shadow are kind of around the nose, on the eyelids, around the hairline, under the jaw, and anywhere where things are overlapping is pretty much where you're going to want to put the shadows. I'm going to go ahead and show you this whole video and not cut anything, not speed anything up. I wanted this to be super clear how I'm doing this because I think this is a super awesome technique that you can use and your drawings turn out super cool and pretty when you do this. So I'm not cutting anything out. I may not be talking the entire time, but feel free to just keep watching even though I'm not talking through all of it, and you can really see what I'm doing. I think this is a really good method when you have a hard time getting a smooth layer on your colored pencils. I know some people do like a layer of marker for the flat colors on their drawing and then they go in with colored pencils. It's kind of that same idea, but you don't have to use marker ink. You just print it out already, so it kind of already gives you that flat basic smooth color, and then you can just add your shadows over top of that, which makes it look really finished and pretty. I tried to make the quality of this video a little bit better. I filmed early in the morning so that the sun would be shining in my studio and give me really good light. And then I also played around with some camera angles so you guys could see what I was doing a little bit better. So let me know if you noticed an improvement. I'm getting a lot more subscribers lately, and I thought just to thank you guys for that. I need to make a little bit better quality videos and spend a little bit more time in the editing and all that stuff. So hopefully you can appreciate that and these look a little bit better. Another tip when using colored pencils, when you're drawing one thing like the skin, keep the same color in your hand for all of the skin, like the face and the arms and the hands, and do all of the skin with that color, so it keeps it a little bit more uniform. What I mean is just don't do the face completely and finish it and then move on to like something else. Just keep working on all of it at the same time to keep it looking like put together and like it all goes well together. Also, in the comment section, be sure to comment who you think this character is. This actually is someone. I saw the picture on Pinterest. You guys probably know who it is, but it is a little bit older, so you may not. So comment down below your guesses, and I will tell you if you're right. Alright, once you're done with your shading, go in with a kind of neutral tone, just like the basic tone of the skin, and go over everything. This is going to help blend it all together. You can see what I'm doing. I'm just coloring over pretty much everything, and it just makes it look a lot better and blends all the shadow colors together and really ties in the printed image and the pencils. Forget to add blush and a lip color to your character, even though if you're not going for a really like bright makeup look, it just makes the skin pop a little bit more and your character's going to look more realistic. Alright, now you're going to use a purple colored pencil and just kind of add this where some of the shadows are. It's going to make everything kind of tie together and add just a little bit of color that you wouldn't necessarily think that would go there, but it just looks really nice in the end as a finished drawing. pretty much going to repeat this process for every part of the drawing, starting from lightest color to darkest color. You can use techniques such as cross hatching if you want to see a tutorial on that. I'm really not that good at it, but I could do one, or you can just look one up on YouTube. There's lots of different techniques you can use. I like to use the cross hatching on the jean pattern because it just makes it look a little more textured than everything else. But definitely on the skin, I like to stick with that circular, just blending motion with the colored pencils. So pretty much just repeat this for all the steps of your drawing, and then we're going to finish it up. Another tip I have is to not rush this. This can take a long time. That one that I showed you over there in the beginning of the video that I did took well over an hour. That's actually not a long time for a finished illustration. I've done pieces that took literally like 6 hours to finish, and some probably even more than that. But especially with pencils, I recommend to take it slow, and if you need to take breaks and come back even in a day or two, that's totally fine as well, because once you start getting tired and you want it to be finished, you're going to kind of jump to the darker colors before you need to, and you're going to stop building those shadows, and you're just going to go too quickly, and this is something that takes time. So just take it slow, and if you need breaks, go ahead and take one, and your drawing will be better in the end, trust me. Alright, for the background, I actually drew this in Procreate, and I'm just using a purple pencil to kind of outline the circles, but I'm not doing it like perfectly. I'm doing it a little bit kind of sketchy to look a little bit more soft and like it is a little bit more distant and not so bright. I want the character to pop, and then I'm shading those just a little bit with some purple, and then I'm going to go in with some blue, and that makes it look really pretty. Alright, last step is some white acrylic paint to go over any mistakes. I accidentally made a line there where the hair is, and that shouldn't be there, so just use the white paint and kind of fill it in. And then wherever the highlights are going to be, I usually put this on the nose, the cheeks, the lips. This is a white t-shirt, so I'll probably put some there, put some where the light hits the hair, and especially on the Pepsi can because it's like tin, and on the forearm and the outside of the jeans, and really anywhere that I just want to add some lightness. I think you can kind of overdo this sometimes, so just go careful and take your time and stop before you add too much. I've definitely done that before. I did it a little bit here. It doesn't look bad or anything, but you can definitely overdo this, so just take it easy and maybe step back from it for a second if you think you might be adding too much, and you can always add more. You can't take it away though. Alright guys, this is the end of the video. I hope you learned something today. I've been trying to do some more tutorials because you guys seem to like it. Here's the finished illustration. I think she turned out super cute. Let me know down in the comments what you decided to draw. I hope you were drawing with me, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye guys.